My name is Katherine Conway Russell. When I moved to Philadelphia 2 years ago, I learned about the important work ACORN Housing Corporation was doing to put people in homes and keep them there, and I have been a proud member of the staff for the last year and a half. Last July, James O'Keefe, who has been in the news lately with videos from other ACORN offices, came into our office in Philadelphia. After asking several general questions, he then began to veer off into suspicious territory. Unlike the videos he has been showing on the internet, we refused to help him and called the police and filed this report. Here's what happened in Philadelphia. I'm sure he won't show this video on his website. Mr. O'Keefe called the office and said that he had someone who needed low-income housing and that Ian Phillips from ACORN had referred him to me. He asked if he could come in and ask some questions. I told him to come in on Friday, July 24th at 10 a.m. He came in with another woman and sat at my desk. They never said that she was a prostitute, and he was not dressed in any unusually flashy manner. They told me that the girl was renting his boat to live on and was looking for a more permanent place to live. I told her how the first-time homebuyer program works, the steps involved, and the paperwork necessary. I told her that we don't guarantee anyone that they will qualify for a mortgage. They were asking questions about who we approve for housing. I explained that we don't own the housing, we just educate people on the process and help them with the application process or refer them to a lender. I then gave them a flyer for the first-time homebuyer program. After that, I told them I had to get ready for a meeting. They told me that they had a few questions. At first, the questions were pretty normal. What does a realtor do? What kind of neighborhood would we look in? Things like that. Then the questions got more strange. They asked if we had security at our first-time homebuyers classes. They said that her old boss was stalking her. I told her that if there were any security issues, we would just call the police. Then they asked about bringing girls from El Salvador and getting them papers, etc. I told them that there was nothing we could do to help them, that I didn't know anything about what they were asking about. I emphasized that ACORN Housing is a counseling agency, that we educate people on the steps of buying a home. I then told them that they had to leave. I had other things I needed to do. I called Ian Phillips from ACORN and asked why he had referred them to me. He said that he didn't and that I shouldn't let them in the office. Ian Phillips told me that they had gotten strange calls from these people, and that is when we decided to call the police. Keith Crosby from our office called the police because he had the phone number that James O'Keefe had called us on. I don't know what happened in the other offices, but in our case, it appears Mr. O'Keefe lied to get his appointment. He was not dressed like he is on the internet, and when we got suspicious about the questions he was asking at the Philadelphia ACORN Housing office, we called the police and filed this report. We're not bad people. We just want to help those who don't have a lot of money or a lot of political connections get into homes and keep them from getting evicted. What's so wrong with that?